welcome to apartment hunting comparison between two popular areas in LA, and that would be downtown LA, which I actually previously lived there, and on the west side, Santa Monica specific, you know, where the boardwalk is, where all the tourists go. But either way, I figured it'd be a great idea to do kind of a comparison between two units in the city and two units by the beach and kind of give you an idea of what you can get for your money. Now, I am going to include updated prices and locations, so everything is going to be current, but some of the footage is a little bit older. These are previous tours I have done with updated information. Now, the first one I want to check out is Renaissance Towers. It is located right in the middle of downtown LA, surrounded by the skyline, easily walkable to restaurants, the Staples Center, and it's actually going to be our most affordable option. So this is the cheapest that I could find in the area, and it is gated around Hope Park, which is this little green space in the middle of the city, and it's pretty good for the price range at least, and they range from studios to 2 bedrooms, and they range from $2,025 to $2,715, but I have seen them go below $2K, so for future reference, sometimes you can get one for $1,000 and change. And here is an example of one of the 1 bedrooms. It was $1,700 and change, and it was 580 square feet. When you first walk in, there's this coat closet right here, and then you go into the kitchen space. It's a little bit smaller than I was expecting it to be. It feels a lot tighter in person, but thank goodness you do have a space for bar stools, so you wouldn't need a dining room table, and it's still a pretty good sized kitchen if you're living by yourself or maybe just with a partner. And then the living room space, it's kind of dark, and you are looking straight out to another building, so you do not have city views. If you walk a little bit closer, you can see a little bit to the side, but your main view is going to be that building. And I wasn't a huge fan of that, and I also wasn't a huge fan. This room is tiny. I don't even think the camera picks up how small this room is. I'm not even sure where you'd really put a bed because these nooks kind of get in the way. It's very tight, and then they have these 2 doors right here, one to the bathroom and one to the closet. So thank goodness it's small, but it is a good sized closet. It's actually the biggest closet we saw of all 3 units today, and it has nook spaces, hanging spaces, overall a good amount of storage, and then the bathroom. So your guests would have to walk through your room to go to the bathroom. At least you do have a pretty good amount of counter space, and you have cabinet space, and then you do have a shower. There's no tub, but I still think it's a pretty good sized shower, and you don't need a tub. It's just this door. It freaking hits the toilet. Like, I can't explain to you how weird it is and how much you can't even prevent it. Because even if you look at the floor plan, the door hits the toilet. So weird. And the bedroom has the same view as the living room. You're just going to be looking out at that building. And overall, I would say it's a pretty good unit. I just feel like if you spent a little bit more money, you get a lot more. But this building, the biggest perk is the amenities. It has a rooftop deck. It has a sky lounge. It has even a fitness center. I just forgot to show you guys that. This is what it looks like. And when you walk out onto the main pool deck, you're going to see this amazing view. I definitely think it is the main selling factor of this building because you're not going to get a view like that, especially in this price range anywhere else. So I would say that part is amazing. And also there's plenty of seating up here, plenty of space to lounge out and hang out with friends. And it does look like the pool area is closed. It said it was under construction, which is very unfortunate. And I did end up asking the building, and they have no clue when it's even going to be done. It does have nice games though. They didn't have these when I lived there, nor did they have the bikes. So it'd be nice to sit out and bike with this view, especially at night, it's even better. But I would want to have a pool and a hot tub because you're in the city, it's nice out. All the buildings have the amenities. They might not have this view, but I would rather take a pool and a hot tub if that makes sense. And they do have a sky lounge in here, which everything is key fob access, so it's pretty secure. It's nice to have that in downtown LA. And this is a great space to work. They have Wi-Fi here, plenty of seating, plenty of places to plug in. And I won't lie, half the time I was sitting in these chairs and just looking up at the view and not getting my work done. But you know, sometimes you gotta do that. Now let's head over to the next apartment building. It's actually the building that we saw in the view before. It is that building right there. It is a newer skyscraper. It is 888 at Grand Hope Park. And that one has studios to 2 bedrooms, but the price range is definitely a little bit higher and goes way higher for the larger units. So it's from $2,237 to $11,648. But obviously that way higher higher price range, like you kind of have to ignore the 11,000 because you're talking about the high quality units, and you're not looking at that. You're looking at the basic one bedrooms, and those go pretty similar to the last building we saw. And here's an example of a common floor plan. There's actually 3 available right now, and they're from $2,888 to $3,081. So a pretty good price range for the area, and it is 774 square feet. And when you first walk in, it's going to have an L-shaped kitchen, but the appliances are a lot nicer than what we saw in the last building. It was so nice. There's not too much counter space, but the views are amazing in here. They do have the concrete ceilings, which I actually like. And when you get closer to the window, you can just see how much more of the view you can see. In this unit, you're on a lot higher of a floor. You have a lot more buildings to see. It does have plugs in the floor, which would be nice to be able to plug in a lamp or something. And you have plenty of room for a TV, a couch. And then this bedroom I liked a lot better because the fact that it's more of a box, and you could easily fit a king-size bed in there, have the huge windows, have a dresser. They have the built-in blinds, so you wouldn't have to install your own. But I'd probably be the person that would probably never close my blinds because the view is amazing. You are overlooking those buildings, but honestly, who cares? You're gonna be looking up most of the time, and I won't even notice the tops of the buildings. I was a little bit worried about the storage space in these more modern places, and unfortunately it does have a pretty small closet. Especially for the price range, we're talking a good amount more than the last building, and the last building had a walk-in closet. It does have some counter space. It's just definitely, if you had 2 people, it'd be tight. There is a tub in there, so that is nice. And overall, I would say the unit is just a lot more modern. It has a lot more usable space, just less storage space. It does have an in-unit washer and dryer though, which the other building did not have. You'd have to go to another floor for it. As for the amenity areas, there's so much place to sit, to work, and they do have a gym space, but it is reserved, so we couldn't see it today. And then they have additional bikes, and then all the rest of the amenities are actually on the building right across. So they have this bridge that connects their 2 buildings, and it gives all this giant usable space. And it's very similar to a park where you kind of walk through and there's little pockets of spaces that you can hang out in. Like the first pocket had some games, it had a movie screen, and there's other areas where it's just more like sitting lounge spaces, fire pits, grills, all different spaces that allow you to have a little bit more privacy from the rest of the people that live in the building. So instead of being one giant open space where you feel like you're kind of hanging out with everybody, you can have a little bit more privacy with your guests. The one thing about this building though is it's pretty large. So when we got to this pool area, even though it is very nice, it's beautiful, there's a lot of seating. It was a weekday, so I couldn't imagine how busy it would get on a weekend. You probably feel like you wouldn't have enough space. It is really nice though and modern and pretty. Now switching over to the west side in Santa Monica, the first one I want to go to is 425 Broadway in Santa Monica. It is a great location, and they only have 1 bedrooms, and right now the price is a little bit higher. It ranges from $3,373 to $3,754. But I have seen units go below $3,000. It's kind of a high price range right now. And here's an example of a 1 bedroom that was under $3K at the time, a year ago, but now it's a little bit more expensive. My windows are dirty and I barely know where I'm going, but right up here is the Broadway. We're about to go tour this place. It's actually pretty outside and it's prime location. I'm kind of in an old elevator, about to go to the leasing office for a walk-in tour, but it's not self-guided, so I'll get what I can. Perfect. I had no idea, but it is another self-guided tour, and this is the Broadway apartments. That's all the units they have. The highlighted ones are the ones that are coming available, and this is the one that I am touring now. And I will show you guys what the unit looks like and the amenities of this one, because they're actually open. Okay, let's figure out where I'm going. So the hallways are all open, and it's like this courtyard style. It's actually really pretty. But that's the courtyard style and multiple balconies. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Let me show you guys what it looks like. But when you first walk in, this is the doorway, and I like that this one's actually open concept when you first walk in. Let me just show you, okay? When you first walk in, it looks like this. It's hard to show you all in frame, but then there's these big windows, and I'm guessing it looks like a balcony, so I'll show you guys that in a moment. But let's go over here, let's pan. So I'm not really sure where you'd put furniture. I guess like a couch here and maybe a TV in that corner. I feel like that would make the most sense, but then you're walking into your couch, if that makes sense, from the doorway. But over here is the kitchen. And for the price range, it's actually a pretty good sized kitchen. So they have a fridge. It looks like they have a washer dryer combo. And then there's plenty of counter space above here. And then there is the microwave, stove, oven, dishwasher, sink, and it's all really nice. Though we did say the other units have gray countertops, not white, but other than that, the finishes are really pretty and the floor plan is nice. But I think he said that someone already took this unit, but it's available to see it. But here's what it looks like, and then it has a pretty good size window looking out. And you could probably fit a TV right here and a bed over there. But let me show you from afar what it looks like. So this is how much space you would have. Over to the right, it is 2 closets. So they're sliding mirror doored closets. And just a random pipe. And then behind here is another sliding door, so almost like his and hers. And then over here is the bathroom. There is a tub shower combo, and again, a good amount of space on the floor. There's a toilet with the toilet seat up, how sexy. And then there is a single sink and cabinet space below. So it's like okay amount of space, but it's not like that much storage. But in general, it's a pretty good open concept feel, and I just love the like paint color, like the cream color and the design. But over here is what I think is gonna be my favorite part, because I'm a little bit biased and I love balconies. Is it open? Oh. So there's a pretty good amount of space on the balcony, but it is like street facing, and it's not like it has really much of a view. So it looks like there's more units down that way, and they have varying sizes. But it would be kind of crazy to have like your balcony on this main of a road, but again, it's central location. Because this street right here is such a main street, and then the water is literally right there. Like that's where the water is, and it's such prime location, because this main street has so much going on, especially further down that way is where like the mall and all that is. But again, the beach is literally right there, so it's only a couple blocks away, so it's really close. It's funny, I can hear someone's GPS and their music playing. But either way, it is a prime location. I love the architecture of this building specifically. But let's get the store closed so we can listen to other things and not the car's music. Amazing. But let's go check out the amenities. So when you get off the elevator, this is the amenity area that you walk out to. So there's a good amount of seating out here. So there's like the table and the bar top seating to look off at the same view that we saw from the apartment. And then it does look like they have a little grill here. And he did say there's a pool, so I'm guessing that's around the loop. So we'll see that in a moment. Oh, perfect. So around here is the pool area. Okay, I cannot figure out this gosh darn gate, and I don't feel like getting the person, so you guys can see it from here. There is the hot tub and seating area, and then there is a pool and some grills, but you can see it plenty fine from here instead. Oh, and here is the second floor gym space they have. So it looks like they have a pole system. They got some bikes, or not bikes, the standing things, and then they have some treadmills. So it's just kind of like a little gym space. There's not even any real weights besides this one pole machine with weights, but it's still a gym. Still a gym. There we go. It's a really pretty gate though. In prime location. But the next one's actually even better location than this one is. Because this one's a couple blocks from the ocean. The next one is literally on the ocean. This one is self-guided, thank goodness. I love that about Windsor properties. Don't know which side it's gonna be. They range from studios to 1-bedrooms, and there are not really much to any amenities in this building, so keep that in mind. But it is right on the boardwalk. Like, it is such prime location. It is right on the beach. You could literally walk out your door, walk onto the beach. Such a good location. And it ranges from $3,595 to $4,475. And here's an example of what one of the 1-bedrooms look like. This one's a little bit of a rarer unit with a pretty good sized balcony. Okay, so it's number 216. So this way. Or maybe not. I'm at the first apartment trying to get in, and it's 216, and the key is not working. And I love self-guided tours because it makes it so much easier. So I had to go down to the leasing office, and they let me in. She had a little bit of a struggle, but she got it open. And either way, I'm alone now, so I can pull down my mask. But this is Sea Castle in Santa Monica. It's literally like right on the pier. I will show you guys. This one is around 3,600 and something, but they go a little bit lower to like 3,100 something for a little bit smaller. But she said this is a bigger, better unit with a view that I'll let you be the judge of the view, but actually she let me in, but I'll show you guys from the door. So when you first walk in, you're literally in the kitchen. So I'm gonna show you guys the best I can, but it's a little bit small, so it's hard to see. But this is the kitchen, literally. That's the front door, that's your refrigerator. You could not have them both open at the same time. And this is what it looks like. You have like a tiny amount of counter space. And then the fridge, oh no, it's a pretty nice fridge. It's got an oven, grill top. It's kind of like old, but new, like microwave and all that. And you have a little bit of counter space, a sink, a dishwasher. But again, it's just making the most of like a micro kitchen. And then you have the living room. So this living room, I guess, is supposed to be bigger than the other layout. I guess you could easily fit like a TV stand there, a couch here, maybe like a little dining table area. But then this one actually has a balcony, which she said like the other one doesn't, and that plays a part in why it's more expensive. Because it actually has like a pretty good sized balcony, but this is on the 2nd floor. So I don't know how per se feel about that. But it has a pretty large balcony. This looks like the balcony for the other unit, but this is the balcony for this one. I can't fully show in the video, but you can tell like other people have their balconies right there and it's decorated. And so this is what they mean by the view, because the beach is literally right there in the ocean, but you can't actually see it from the unit. Maybe from those like ones up there, but not from this one. You're basically just looking at this building right here, but it's still like a great amount of space because like look at my feet. It's like a lot of space. You could easily fit like a couch right there and a grill and stuff. And then on the inside, I'll show you guys what the bedroom looks like. So then back in further, the only other door right here is the bathroom and the bedroom. So this is the bedroom size. Oh, it's kind of a weird shape. It's like this weird wall piece. So it must be like a support beam. So like there's space right here, but that's definitely not wide enough for a bed. Like you'd have to put the bed there. I guess you could make an office space in this nook space right here. It could not fit a bed. Like it's too small, maybe like a twin size bed. And also you're looking just directly into someone's windows. But either way, it's still a great amount of space. You just would probably like that nook space, maybe make like a desk and a dresser and stuff like that. And then the next space, which is right here, you could put a bed and a TV. Though I really question if it's wide enough for a bed. Like I'm serious. Okay, so like across from here to here, you couldn't fit a bed and dresser. Like you'd have to mount your TV. Like even then I'm questioning a bed going that direction. I feel like it would barely fit. And it does look like it has 2 closets. So it has this closet space right here, which is like a little tiny closet. And then it has a sliding closet. And this one's a little bit deeper. It's not a walk-in, but it's still a pretty good amount of space. And I know I can be judgmental on these spaces, but it is $3,600 and something, and your view is literally of someone else's windows. And then in the bathroom right here, it has a shower and tub combo. And there's a good amount of like floor space right here. Like I don't feel crowded. And then obviously it just has a toilet and sink area. It is like a little bit small in the counter space, but it's actually really not that bad for counter space. It's just that kitchen is tiny. But either way, that is all of the Sea Castle space, and then they actually provide some information on the inside of here. So their main factor is they're really close to the beach, and they really are. And then the other thing is their amenities. They have a small gym space, and then they have a stunning rooftop sky lounge, but it's currently under renovation, but she did say there's footage online, so if I can find it, I will insert it here, and that is what the sky lounge area looks like. I imagine it's very beautiful. You're looking at it right now. I'm not, but I imagine it's beautiful. And then they also have 24-hour valet parking. There's no pool or hot tub or anything, but it's legitimately on the beach. And then this is how they do their valet parking. It's literally just like cars stacked on top of each other. It kind of makes sense though, make the most of the space, but it's so weird. I hope you guys enjoyed the price comparison and the look into the units in downtown LA and Santa Monica. If you want to watch the in-depth videos and the other tours I've done, I will link my playlist down below. But I promise I have more tour videos coming soon. I already planned out a whole entire video, but I was a little bit under the weather and didn't want to go out, but it will be coming soon. So please, please, please hit the like and subscribe button down below, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. I'll see you Wednesday.